What's up, YouTube? Hello, my sippers. Welcome to Gorgeous Sip. And today is Fashion Model Week. And I have the beautiful Miss Kendra here with me.
Hey guys.
Hello. So today I'm interviewing her today, and she's going to tell us a lot about herself or modeling. So first question I want to say is thank you for coming.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. This is the first model.
Yes, I'm super excited. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Thank you.
So my first question is, tell me about yourself and why do you want to model?
Okay, so I'm a native from Middle Tennessee. I usually stay Middle Tennessee. I've kind of lived in a few different cities within Tennessee. And believe it or not, I grew up on a farm.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, so definitely very country.
Yes.
Very country.
You couldn't tell.
I know, right? Okay, good. So I've got 3 sisters. We're all 1 year apart. Grew up on the farm with my mom and dad. Our dad always put me and my sisters to work. Like, at the time, I definitely didn't appreciate it, but the older I got, I started to value a lot more of what I basically worked for. My dad never handed us anything. He always taught us, work really hard for what it is that you want in life. Yeah. And so I greatly appreciate that for him doing that. And at some point, I also lived in New York. This was back in like 2009, 2010 for about like a year and a half.
Ooh, did you like it?
I loved it. It was a lot of fun. In New York, it's always busy. Again, they say, the city that never sleeps, so I had so much fun up there. I did do some modeling and acting out that way. Actually, to go back to modeling, I started modeling back in like 2005, so it has been like over 10 years. One of my friends just asked if I ever considered modeling, and not really at the time. This is a little after graduating. Yeah, so then I thought about it. I was like, you know what, let me just kind of see what it's about. And I fell in love with it. Yes. It was so much fun, just like being in front of the camera. Because at first, all throughout school, I was always really shy, and I felt like modeling kind of helped me to break out of my shell, especially when I started to blossom a little bit more after graduating high school. So yeah, I fell in love with modeling.
I was the same exact way.
Really?
I was shy, but it was like I was shy, but I wasn't shy. I was shy in front of a big old crowd. Okay, so second question. Why do you think you're fit to be a model?
I feel like I'm very likable. I have a very bubbly personality, and one little tip to give out there to anybody who is modeling, it's always great to have a great personality when you're around photographers or any designers, anybody when it comes to like the modeling industry, because nobody wants to work with anybody who's negative. So you definitely have to be positive about yourself and the energy that you give out there, which I feel like I have, at least that's what I've been told. And I'm also very receptive towards coaching and also just any feedback or critiquing that people give me when it comes to modeling. And I also like coaching other people. I like helping other models that are out there trying to pursue this as their career as well. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so I want to give a little break for a minute. We're here at Cami Cakes, like, if y'all can smell it.
It smells so good in
camera.
So good.
It smells so good. And today I have the red velvet cupcake. It looks so good, but I don't want to smash it on camera. So I'm gonna eat. This is
that was the apple streusel.
Yes.
Which I have some to look at my plate.
Everything.
I know, right? I had to try everything.
I'm trying to watch. She already got her figure. I'm trying to watch mine.
Girl, but I'm trying to watch out too. I need to slow my roll.
So I want to taste this because it just looks so good. It's like all this smell, like and it's here in Clarksville. If you're here in Clarksville and you're watching, come down to Cami Cakes. It's right here. It's across the street from Zaxby's. You will see it to your left, across the street from Zaxby's. I will put the link, well, not the link, but the address will be below where she is, because baby, y'all need to come try it. Good deals, good cakes. When I say you will love it, look at her. She,
right, yes, I want another bite, but I don't want to smash like she said. But again, it smells so good. As soon as I walked in here, I thought, oh my gosh, it smells so heavenly in here.
Oh my God, Ms.Kami, this is awesome.
Delicious, and it's nice and moist, very rich and very sweet. So delicious.
Oh my God.
Yes, when it comes to cakes, it has to be nice and moist. So yeah, this is definitely a great spot. And again, it smells so good in here. Look at my
Clarksville.
plate.
Okay. So what are your goals as a model? Like, what do you see yourself going? Do you see yourself being more of just a local model, or do you want to be up there with Tyra Banks is? Like
Girl,
one
yes.
of her models.
You read my mind. You read my mind.
Yes.
Because I've always been a Tyra Banks
too,
fan.
girl.
Oh my gosh, I'm like.
She the one who taught me how to smile with my eyes.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
I know how to smile with my eyes, and she taught me. My mama always told me. We used to always watch the show and stuff, and like she was like, "You need to learn how to do that.
Right.
Learn how to do that. You gonna be good with the camera."
Yes, I
learn how
definitely
to do
agree. And same here. It took me a minute just to try to figure out how to do that with smiling with your eyes. But overall, like I said, I love modeling. Been doing it for like over 10 years. But yeah, Tyra Banks has always been one of my biggest role models, and that's really one of my goals. Like my biggest goals, I want to be someone else's role model. I want to be putting myself out there where there are other people who are into modeling, where they can just look up to me, and I can just give any type of feedback or anything that I can put out there learning wise, because I feel like every day I'm always learning something new. And especially watching America's Next Top Model, that definitely helped me. I feel like that kind of really boosted me when it came to modeling. I did sign up for it. This was back in the day, like way back in the day, but I didn't meet their height requirements, which is okay because I know she's been changing it throughout the years. But even still, definitely you push yourself hard enough, you can definitely model. Anybody really can model. It's not so much just like a certain type. Exactly.
Height.
Right.
One
and
of mine was like 5'2".
Yes. See, look, and I feel like even with Tyra and her shows that she's been putting that out there that anybody can model, and I absolutely love that. And again, I just want to be someone else's role model. I want them to know that, like I said, even though I grew up on a farm, my family, we didn't have much, but I didn't let that stop me. I didn't let that get in the way. I didn't want to give up, and I just continued to pursue that, and here I am still modeling. So it's great. I love it.
Yes. Okay, so what was your worst experience as a model? Give me your worst and best experience. Like, what's the best thing that happened and your worst?
Okay. I'll start with the worst. So, unfortunately, I've had a few photographers that I came across where they're really interested in my work, my pictures, and at some point working with some of these photographers, they've made like inappropriate passes towards me or inappropriate comments, flirting. And now for me, when it comes to modeling, doing any type of fashion shows, photo shoots, anything just along those lines, I come to work. Like I love being around people who are very professional, and I feel like that's a downfall when a photographer or just anybody within that particular industry can get that way, because then it makes me feel like I don't want to work with this person anymore. I definitely do not want to recommend you to anybody. And sometimes when those types of situations happen, the photographers sometimes feel like they have the upper hand because they're the ones taking the pictures, or the designers, they're the ones who are asking you to try on their clothing so they can either put you on a fashion show or have you on their website. And just know that you don't need them. There are many other fashion designers out there, photographers out there, because at some point when I was younger, I thought that, like, I thought, okay, well, maybe I do need to do what he says, even though it feels a little uncomfortable, because I want to put myself out there. I want my pictures to be great. But sadly, I had to learn the hard way that, you don't need to put yourself in that type of situation or predicament, because it's not worth it in the long run. So again, those are like kind of my worst experience. I've only had that happen a couple of times, unfortunately. But one of the best experiences that I've been through is being like in different local magazines. So that was a plus. I was always super excited. I've had people say, hey, oh my gosh, I saw you in this one particular magazine. I've been in Significant magazine. I've also been in Impeccable magazine. I've done Impeccable magazine quite a few, and they actually wanted me to be featured and be a part of the team. I just got that news like maybe last week. So yeah, thank you. Excited. But again, those are like the highlights. Again, if you put yourself out there in the right direction, people will see your hard work, and then they will want to work with you. So
it don't even matter how long it takes.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Just don't stop. If this is what you want to do, keep going. Just you. Okay, so if you can change anything about the model industry, what would it be?
Let me touch back on what we mentioned about like different types of models. I feel like it shouldn't be like one mindset where models have to look a certain way. You know, not skinny, tall, short. Right? Exactly. And I mean, even people come to tell me that I'm pretty all the time, and I feel like I'm very flattered. I greatly appreciate it, but at the same time, it takes more than that. You know, you have to know how to pose. You have to know how to work whatever features that you have. Like I've been told I have really big eyes, and at first I didn't know how to take that. I was like, "What you mean I got big eyes?" But looking at it and looking at other people's pictures and Googling different looks and whatnot, I thought, okay, I need to embrace this. And so I feel like even people who are out there who have like freckles on their face, or plus size models, or a gap in your teeth, or big lips, big nose, big eyes.
Models now, though.
Exactly. And I feel like that still needs to continue to just be out there in the world. Like I said, you know, I just, it's one of the things that I don't like, that people just only think that models have to look a certain way.
Last question. Okay, yes. So, what message you would like to send to the younger models?
So I basically want to let anybody who's young and out there who's interested in modeling, continue to start working right then and there. Don't wait until it's too late. You know, the older you get, it can become a little bit more difficult, because then you have to work, you have a job, 9 to 5. But even still, when you're young, feel free to maybe even shadow somebody, who is a model, come to one of their photo shoots or a fashion show, ask questions. Don't be afraid to, even like have a free photo shoot. It's okay if you do free photo shoots for a while. Sometimes that's what got me out here. I was doing free photo shoots. I wasn't expecting people to pay me right then and there, especially when I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, to me, people should start being okay with doing free shoots. If it's a photographer, a local photographer, just helping that person out anyway.
Yes.
They helped you out when you needed help. So I just think you need to help them out too.
Right, yes, I definitely agree wholeheartly. Like I said, I've done plenty of free photo shoots, and again, that's what got me to where I'm at now, because I was putting myself out there, and also with the pictures that I was receiving, I would put that like on social media. I even set up an account with Model Mayhem. Definitely check that out. Again, that's one of the things that actually got me started when I was younger. I created a Model Mayhem account, and again, I was putting these pictures out here, and a lot of photographers that caught their interest, where they were reaching out like, hey, let's do a photo shoot. I'm like, okay, sure. And again, when it comes to being young, and this was something that I also learned the hard way as well, was when they say closed mouths don't get fed, that is so true.
It is.
Because there were times where I would just sit and wait, and it would be like a year, and I'm thinking, okay, surely somebody's gonna come to me and be like, hey, you wanna do a photo shoot? No, that is not the case. You always have to
keep working, and if they see you active, then they will come to you. But if you're not active, they'll be like, I guess she's knocked off the wagon.
Right, like she fell off, like what happened? So that was one of the things that I started learning a little bit as I got older. But like I said, I just want to put that out there for anyone who's young. Definitely make sure, like she said, to be active, and again, put yourself out there. Do fashion shows that are being put out there. Go to auditions. Even when it comes to doing free photo shoots, again, ask questions. Just let people know that you're really interested in that. You're out here working, you're grinding, because sitting still, it definitely won't get you anywhere.
Ladies, please remember, you are beautiful.
Yes.
Don't let nobody tell you that you're not. Like, you're beautiful. You can do whatever you want to.
Yes.
If you want a model. I know so many people that be like, I want a model, but this and this. Like, forget your flaws. I had all the flaws when I wanted to model. Like, I couldn't walk. I was switching. I was moving my butt. I had to get told, like, calm down a little bit. So I calmed down a little bit, and I'm a beast in these streets. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, yes.
So, and I am back modeling, so you're gonna see a beast in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So,
can't wait.
Just remember that you are beautiful. Do what you want to do. You see, look at this. She been in the game for 10 years. So keep going. If you want to start now, and keep going. Don't stop. So I want to thank everyone for watching this. Thank you for joining up. But I want to thank her for coming, and I want to thank Ms.Kami. Thank you, Ms.Kami.
She back there working. She baking cakes right now. Again, that's why it smells so good in
I wanna
here.
thank you. Thank you for letting us come and shoot.
Yes.
It was awesome, and I love her cups. Look at them, they're so cute. Thank you for sipping with Culture Sip today. Your favorite models is out.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace, love, and